Maar de geschiedenis is mild voor hen geweest. Want 12 jaar na hun laatste optreden gemeenschappelijk klinkt nog elke dag op de arbeidsvitamine een van hun superhits. En hun nieuwste project van Björn en van Benny, dat is Josefin Nilsson. En zij gaat zo meteen een prachtig lied voor ons zingen. Maar eerst een gesprek met het brein achter ABBA, Benny Andersson. Welcome, sit down.
Wow.
They even stand up for you.
Thank you.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Andersson, a couple of years ago, a music professor compared you with Mozart. Does that make any sense to you?
No.
Why not?
Because I think he was more...
He was a fool?
He was much more of a genius than any of you or I will ever be.
But must be flattering, or not?
Well, I don't know how he compared it, really.
But you used a lot of classical themes and harmonies in your work, or not?
No, well, not to my knowledge, although the classical music has always been a good inspiration for me.
Yeah, it's funny that professors know always the things better than the composers. Yeah. Or is it a rumor?
It was very flattering, though, yes,
okay.
I must admit.
Okay,
but it wasn't true.
Oh, it wasn't true, okay. Suppose an astronaut goes to another universe and he asks you to select 5 of your best songs. What's going to be?
You're talking about ABBA now. It's rather difficult. I'd first pick the last song we ever recorded, which is called The Day Before You Came. And then I'll take Dancing Queen.
Of course, Dancing Queen.
I'll take The Winner Takes It All.
Yeah, for the other universe, eh?
I'd say, well, it's very pretentious, but you're asking me. Maybe Knowing Me, Knowing You. Maybe Take a Chance on Me. Maybe Fernando. Maybe Money. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult for you.
Yes.
Yeah. How many records are sold of ABBA? Totally now?
I don't know.
Not the slightest idea?
No, it's...
Mr. Andersson? No.
It's hundreds of millions, but I don't know exactly how many.
Hundreds of millions?
Yes.
You get $1 a record?
I'm sorry, I'm not getting that, but we're getting a share of it.
Okay. Is it true that at some point, they were telling us that at some point, you were more important for the Swedish economy than Volvo and Saab together?
No.
So I'm driving a Volvo and I had a Saab, so that's why I'm asking.
No, this is all just myths that somebody created. I don't know why that ever occurred, but we always had problem with those kind of questions at the time we were working, because...
But you had an enormous impact on the Swedish economy.
No, not much. So it's a myth. We made a lot of money, but not to that extent. Anybody could realize that.
Yeah. In 1981, the album The Visitors appeared, and afterwards the group broke up. It's 12 years ago now. When man and woman have divorced, lots of times when they think back on that time, they have some regrets. Do you have any regrets?
Regarding
breaking up with ABBA?
No, not at all. I think it was about the right time to do it.
Why?
The reason we did it is that Björn and I wanted to work together on a musical project. And we've been wishing to do that for several years. And at this moment in our lives, Tim Rice, the lyricist who wrote Evita and Jesus Christ Superstar, approached us and asked us if we were interested to work together with him. And this is actually why we made a break with ABBA. We never really said that we should quit, but this is what happened, and I think it was the right thing to do. Okay. I know some of these guys don't, but
yeah, I know. We don't like it that you quit. But then you have written a musical with Björn, Chess, and now
Tim, yes.
And now you are starting a new pop music project.
Well, yes, that's true, and this is the reason why I'm here. I think I saw a girl on television like 5 years ago. Her name is Josefin Nilsson, and I approached her to see if she would be interested in making a record.
But she refused the offer.
Yeah, well, yes, she did, because she said, I don't want to do it right now because I have other things that I think I have to deal with first. But she said sooner or later.
That's very,
mature.
What do you say? Yeah, very mature to say, no.
Yes,
I know you're from ABBA, but I refused the offer. I wait for a while. Very strong girl.
No, it wasn't like that. Because she is involved with her sister and 2 friends of theirs, and they have an act together, and they've been working for 10 years now, and they had things that they wanted to complete.
Yeah, but because when I hear the music, it's a real ABBA sound, isn't it?
Well, it's like
Agneta.
if I write songs and Bjorn and I write songs together, and if I produce it, it has inevitably some elements of what ABBA consists of has to come out of this as well. But,
Is it a trend in the to go to the 70s now, or is it your personal choice to write songs, which reminds me a lot on the 70s?
It's just that I'm old-fashioned. I can't do anything about it. No, but it's not. It's just I try to write music or pop songs or songs the way I like them. See?
Okay, she is going to sing Heaven and Hell.
Yes.
And but before we go to your musical child, I want to ask you one more question. You conquered the world and you succeeded. Your children are musicians too. Do you recognize in them your own drive to conquer the world?
I never had a drive to conquer the world. All I wanted to do was to create music, and hopefully that I wish that people should listen to it. I could never in my dreams be able to think of the achievement that we had with ABBA.
But when things were going very well, there must be a drive to go further and further and further, or not?
Well, only in an artistic respect. You want to go further, you want to go into yourself and see if there is anything else in you that you can take up and develop. It has nothing to do with conquering or success. It has to do with artistic achievements. Okay, and before we go to Josefin Nilsson, I want to thank you very much for coming to the studio, and thank you for the music. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be in Holland. Dames en heren, in Zweden is ze al zeer beroemd. En dat zal ze hier ook zeker worden. Zij zingt Heaven and Hell. Josefin Nilsson.
You were standing by yourself, intensely looking at a picture on the wall and frowning, like you couldn't see the point. And then you turned around and I was looking straight into your eyes and drowning. The desperation, it's been like this from the moment I fell. The words of love and bitter accusation, but each time we meet I yield to comes so soon, there's no mistaking. Putting on a dressing gown, I feel the chill of disappointment and of anger, and my heart is breaking. And then you're kissing me gently and holding me tight. And when you close the door, I'm still feeling alright. And God knows you take me through heaven and hell, yeah. The height of joy, depth of desperation. Yeah, it's been like this from the moment I felt, yeah, the words of love and bitter accusation. But each time we meet, I yield to the wonder that I was so breathless and shining. And God knows you take me through heaven and hell, yeah. Heaven and
Josefin Nilsson.